Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Different ethnicities respond to this question differently.
Tan is a form of beauty in America.
Being darker is more beautiful.
In the West, numerous Caucasians are so addicted to tanning and looking darker that a new word has been introduced to the English language, tanorexia, a word that combines the disorder of anorexia with tanning.
A lot of my friends and I, ever since high school, we've been tanning since. We were just like, oh my gosh, we look so much better. Our eyes glow, our teeth, looks whiter.
In the countries of Africa and Asia, an opposite phenomenon is seen, where beauty is equated with lighter skin tones. While Caucasians lie in tanning beds to turn darker, Asians and Africans use creams to get lighter. Professor Anil Karkani at the University of Michigan has done research on the marketing of products that can change one's skin color. He says this preference for lighter skin tones in the Eastern Hemisphere is evident in the commercials selling these creams.
A typical commercial is that there is a darker woman who is somehow sad. That either she doesn't have a lover, or she doesn't have a husband, or doesn't have a job, and then she gets this cream and becomes fairer, and then suddenly she gets a lover or a husband or a job. Yeah.
Men definitely were a lot more attracted to lighter skinned people. If you're getting hit on, you the lighter skinned people would just automatically be considered so much more beautiful.
When I was younger, all of us, we didn't care about the way the girl looked. It's just as long as she had light skin, that's what we go for. That's what we were attracted to, because that was different from what we normally would see.
Anup is not the only Indian boy who thinks like this. Prahlad Kakkar, an advertising honcho in India, admitted on New Delhi television that he too prefers casting fairer girls in his commercials.
If you saw a dark and a fair girl side by side who were equally attractive, okay, the dark girl would represent an eroticism where you would like to take her to the first hotel room that you could find. And the fair girl you would like to take home to mommy.
Going tanning or using a cream such as this one are both associated with very high risks, such as those connected to cancers of the skin. People are aware, but they just don't care.
I don't think people are really concerned with the whole cancer thing. They don't really think so much into it until something like a scare comes up, someone might have skin cancer, then they start to think about it.
I think I'd have to tan a little bit more. I don't know, it's just the fact that I don't have time to lay out, get a natural tan.
A simple way of looking at this cultural preference for changing one's skin color may just be a case of the grass always being greener on the other side.
We see Indian people and dark-skinned people as looking very beautiful because they're so tan and they have that deep, rich hair and those dark eyes, and I think that is something that we are kind of striving for, whereas they're striving to be lighter. I mean, if you look at anything, if you have curly hair, you always want straight hair. If your hair is thin, you want thicker hair. You always want what you don't have.
For TV2, I'm Krittika Chatterjee.